Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Kathy's Corners, and this is group number two of Expecting a Miracle from God. And what I'm going to do, I haven't received any emails from anybody sharing an example, so I'm going to share a quick example for myself. There are 7 steps, and I will just go through them myself, and it'll be quicker than last week. Hopefully, it'll be about 10 minutes long. So, the example I wanted to share today, step number 1 would be I went to the doctor today and having some joint, neck, spine, leg tingling stuff, nerve stuff, and had a nice long talk with my doctor about my weight and how my heavy medications that I take, psychiatric medications, cause me to gain weight. And I've gained probably like 120 pounds, 150 pounds in the last 6 years. And I want to get that weight off. But the medications that I take make me gain weight, and they are talking about like bariatric surgery and weight loss medications and dietitians and working out more. And it's hard to work out more when your body is like screaming at you. Like I waddle instead of walk because my hips won't. I'm having so many joint issues, and I don't have any answers, and it's really frustrating. Makes me feel, well, that's going into step 2. How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially? It makes me feel as if I'm like incapable of doing what they want me to do, which is lose weight, which is, of course, a goal. But me being older and getting toward menopause age, I'm having a hard time losing any weight. In fact, I'm just gaining more and more as we go on. And so I don't know what to do. And the doctor that I saw today was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry this is happening." And I don't like when people say they're sorry to me for things that there's no clear answer to, because it's like, well, what can we do about that? What actions can we take about that? So I've been feeling physically stuck, emotionally drained. I've been feeling financially hurt because I'm going through some personal issues with the divorce, and that's hard because I'm going to be starting new insurance and losing my old providers, or paying more, like going to a plan that makes me pay more. So that's going to hurt me financially as well. All right, and then step 3 is how I'm feeling disconnected, that broken rosary, how you feel separated or, kind of in my mind, I'm thinking of the word abandoned, not feeling connected and disconnected. And so I do feel as if I have to do something. I have to get more active. I have to get more involved with my healthcare and weight loss treatment. And I don't want bariatric surgery, but I have this huge belly. And I know that it's kind of like a cortisol thing. And, I do like sugary sodas sometimes. So, the sugars don't help me either. Um, so yeah, so I'm feeling really disconnected that way. And so the next step after that, the step 5, is to pick a healing spirit card. So I will pick a card for myself, and the intention will be what can I do to feel better about myself? And it says, when it feels right, do it. And it looks like this, if you can see that. And it's number 32. So 32 says, when it feels right, do it. So many people overthink their life, and in doing so, miss much of what could bring them joy and adventure. The wise old spirit sages may have sat and meditated in their lives, but whenever they were moved to act, they did so without hesitation because they felt it more than thought it. They felt it more than thought it. They trusted their inner selves. When your inner self is shouting at you to act, don't sit back. Your instinct is telling you that it is time to take your life to a whole new level now. So believe in what you are doing and remember to enjoy it too. Oh, somebody's at the door, so you can get it. You can get it. That's fine. Yeah. It's probably a delivery. That's okay. Daisy, come here. Daisy. All right. I apologize for that. Got some goodies from the postman. All right. Then the 6th. What? That's okay. The 6th. I apologize. The 6th step is to visualize being connected again with the whole rosary that I have that was in pieces. We now visualize that being put together piece by piece into a whole, a connected whole. And yeah, so I'm visualizing that I will be able to do what the Healing Spirit card Oracle deck just said, and that is take action now. You know, when you feel it, trust your inner self. Trust your inner ding, as Louise Hay always said. Your inner ding, your inner voice, your inner essence that says, you know, you've got this, girl. You can do this. Oh, and I forgot all about the tools. There's many tools that we can apply to this. And some of the tools would be do your part and let it go. Just every day, do something a little bit baby step more. You know, every day you're doing a little more baby steps. And stay in your lane. So that means, like, if traffic is coming at you, you're in the wrong lane, so you have to use your tools to put your blinker on. So your tools would be your blinker and get into the right lane, which is more of that wise mind in DBT, which means not logic, rational mind, where it's like, you know, not emotional. And it's not emotional mind where it's not logical, but it's in between part that would be wise mind. So a wise mind lane would say, you know, you take it one step at a time, you do your part, let it go, you use your tools, use your muscles, which means muscles means, you know, like just getting through the situation, just doing my part. And what other tools can I use? Keep getting up, pushing off the negative thoughts, like being a lifeguard. If you allow those negative thoughts to get a hold of you, it'll take you down. So you have to push those off or kick them off. And volleyball's coming at my head from my volleyball coach, and I just keep getting up, getting in the right position, getting up, getting in the ready position, being ready, prepared. All kinds of tools I can use. And the last step is to expect a miracle. And I expect that God is going to hear my prayers. Obviously, with the healing spirit cards, someone is hearing me say, I need help. I can't do this by myself. I need to depend on someone bigger than myself in this situation. And I expect a miracle with God to take hold of the situation and become my infinite spirit that just says, we will help you and we will make this better. So sorry, Daisy's playing with a toy. Okay, and so now the last thing we're going to do is read from The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Shin. And that is on YouTube, so you can read that whole book on YouTube if you ever wanted to. It's a beautiful book. I love it. And I'm just randomly picking an example that she has in her book. And it says, for example, a woman told me on Thanksgiving Day, she informed her family that they could not afford a Thanksgiving dinner. She had the money, but decided to save it. A few days later, somebody entered the room and took from her bureau drawer the exact amount the dinner would have cost. The law always stands back of the man who spends fearlessly with wisdom. For example, one of my students was shopping for her little nephew. The child clamored for a toy, which she told him she could not afford to buy. She suddenly realized she was seeking lack and not recognizing God as her supply. So she bought the toy and on her way home picked up in the street the exact amount of money she had paid for it. So be of good cheer. Jesus Christ said, be of good cheer, I have overcome the world. The world thought is that of sin, sickness, and death. He saw absolute unreality and said, sickness and sorrow shall pass away in death itself. The last enemy be overcome. We know now from a scientific standpoint that death would be overcome by stamping the subconscious mind with the conviction of eternal youth and eternal life. The subconscious, being simply power without direction, carries out orders without questioning. Working under the direction of the superconscious, or the Christ or God within man, the resurrection of the body would be accomplished. Man would no longer throw off his body in death. It would be transformed into a body electric, sung by Walt Whitman, for Christianity is founded upon forgiveness and sins and an empty tomb. So I like that end of that chapter. That was in chapter the law of karma and the law of forgiveness. I liked that the subconscious is power without direction. So what that book is all about is changing your subconscious to being positive rather than negative, seeing goodness instead of lack, seeing abundance rather than lack. All right, so that was our group. I apologize for the delay in the little delivery we had. But I hope that made sense. And I will talk to you next week. Bye.